Okay, hopefully this is gonna work. Well, it looks like it has. I'll put my hat on. I don't blind everybody. Hey, right. Yeah, when I had my blood work done, one of my, I think it was one of my white blood cell counts were high, suggesting I was fighting an infection, which I was at the time. So today, we're gonna get into, and we'll probably talk it a few times. Don't want to brag, but my neighbor came through. So I currently have 8 dozen eggs in the fridge. So what happened is I had a dozen. I went over and visited my buddy who has chickens just to see how he was doing. Bought a dozen from him. And then I stopped at the Burcott's in Dwight, and they actually had a very good deal on eggs where they had medium eggs for $2.79 a dozen. I said, wow, that's a good price. So I bought 2 dozen. They tried only to have the store-bought eggs as backup. And then I had 4 dozen. Then my neighbor down the road said, hey, I got 4 dozen for you. You want them? I said, well, of course I do. So now I am egg rich. I can start my own bank. So today we're going to do the regular hard-boiled eggs. But for the other one, I'm going to do some Vermont maple sausages. All right, that is some good eating. So thanks for everybody for popping in. Hopefully we'll get some more people going here. How's my signal today? Because today my data should have flipped over. So I should be back to premium data. So hopefully I will have more luck today than I had the other day. So I was surprised when I went back and watched the replay. It was a pretty good picture. So I don't know if it just gets better on the replay or what the deal is. Who knows? 10 by 10. Okay. So it's because I'm on my new premium data. So I have unlimited. Good morning, Twix and Pissy. Thanks for coming in. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. So first of all, how's my channel doing? So YouTube is it's an adventure. I'm not gonna lie. About the time I thought I knew something about YouTube, I would get re-educated. It'd be like, it's about time you figured something out. It would get you. All right, let me start a poll. Did you hit the thumbs up? We'll go to yes. Trying to make it a little more fun this time. And to be honest with you, on these polls, I really don't care about the answer. But it's something to try to make it a little bit more enjoyable. So I started this channel about 2 years ago. I wasn't, well, about a year and a half ago, I think. Now, I had a YouTube account from who knows when, but I never did anything with it. It was one of those things that I got an app, and I said, oh, okay, so yeah, what's your email, boom, boom, boom. But about a year and a half ago, I started posting videos because someone says, hey, you should put those on YouTube. You could make money. Okay, so I put them on YouTube, and for, I think, August might have been the first month I uploaded one of 2021 that I really uploaded. Hey, here's a video. And then nothing was much going with it. Every now and then I throw another video up there. And I remember I had like 7 subscribers. Woo, woo, woo. I was like, wow, I got 7. 6 of them were from the gym, and the other one was my wife. And if I got up to 9, they got, or 10, they got the kids to subscribe to my channel. So I was visiting the kids, and they said, what you need to do is you need to dress it up. I said, well, here. So they created the whole background, the logo, and all this stuff, and set my channel up. And then one day I uploaded a video that basically was 460 bench, just getting the gym and lift. And the whole idea about the video was I was on these Facebook groups, and they are so, you're doing it wrong. You should do this. If you're using that, you're wrong. If you're using this type of machine, you're wrong. Why are you using this sort of equipment? And I was like, people, man, just get in the gym and lift. I don't care if you're using a belt. If you're not using a belt, I don't care if you're using straps or not using straps. I don't care if you're using a slingshot, whatever. As long as you're lifting, you are getting in better shape. And I even had people ask me, well, so-and-so is, always with a slingshot. What do you think about it? I said, well, I think he's working out. I'm thinking for a man who's around my age, he's really putting it to task. I think it's a great thing. Well, that video, as the term, I guess, went viral. All of a sudden, I'm getting 40,000 views a day. Now, I think YouTube did things different back then. They don't see that consistency with any other video. You get a bunch of views at first, and then it just drops off the planet. But for weeks, I'm getting 40,000 views a day. So it was unreal. I was like, wow, this is great stuff. And it monetized my channel. All of a sudden, I had over 1,000 subscribers. All of a sudden, I had over, I think it was 1,000 hours of watch things. So things that made me allowed to start making money. And at first, like, wow, here comes a check for $500. Here comes another check for $500. I was like, man, maybe I don't even have to work for a living anymore. Then reality sunk in. All right. Because that was the only video that blew up like that. I miss Worm. Mink says hello. She's sitting comfortably on the couch. I go get her. Make her say hi. Thanks for the snacks. We bought her a toy, too. Hey, Mink. Don't say hi to this one. I ain't old. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Don't say hi to this one. Well, here we go. So wow, I can't even see her. Here's Banks, the super kitty. Dun, dun, dun. Now, usually she's sad when I pick her up like this, because usually this is when I pick her up and take her outside. But she's been doing really, really well about going to the door and letting me know when she's ready to go outside. Say hi, Miss Worm. Thank you for the treats. Yeah. So she is behaving a little bit better, being less of a brat. All righty. So yesterday she almost got herself in trouble. Hey, Oki Khan, thanks for joining in. I had put her outside because I was getting ready to go to work, and usually I leave her outside until Mama comes home. It's not a big gap there. And when I went to lock the door, she leaped in the house, and then she stopped in the kitchen. I said, "You better get back out here." The ears got down low, and I said, "Don't make me have to chase you." As if I chase you, you're sitting outside all night. Now, is she understanding exactly what I'm saying? No. Did you understand I was upset? Yes. So she allowed me to pick her up and bring her back outside. So she got to stay in the house last night. So she has probably become pretty much a full-time house cat. We still set her outside. If we do go on vacation, she's going to have to be an outside cat again. But she has He hasn't knocked anything off the shelves, and has been pretty much a pretty well-behaved cat all in all. So, how the channel's going. So that was my big debut. They had that. It's got like 657,000 views to date. So I was like, wow, this is going to be easy. Well, hi, Chris Marie. Thanks for coming in. And reality hit, and I wasn't making those $500 checks, but I was making 100, 120. So this ain't bad. You can take the missus out to a nice dinner twice a month. I can get used to this. Well, then Twitter changed things. Now, they tried to tell me, we're not doing anything different. I said, yes, you are. And all of a sudden, I went from making about $120 a month to making about $25. So I said, you changed things. Don't tell me you didn't, but it is what it is. So then that's when I realized my channel was mostly about getting people to go out and exercise, because it really wasn't going to be the big money maker that I initially thought it was going to be. And they just had another change now. They introduced shorts that you can make money off your shorts, but then they're paying you less. So yeah, I understand it's a business. It is what it is. Yep. So yeah, Ray lost 50 pounds this summer or winter, or whatever it is. So very good. He's definitely in the right way. Probably not the weight. He didn't want to lose the weight that way, but he did lose it. So that's a good thing. So the channel, I think, is doing well. I think it's starting to mature a little bit better. And what I mean by that is I'm starting to see a more consistency of my subscribers viewing my videos. To where, the new ones were up here, new views were here, and regular views are here, and now it's starting to come in pretty much the way I want it. So the channel's doing pretty well. For about a year and a half to have nearly 8,000 subscribers, I'm feeling really good about it. My Instagram now is starting to take off. And I think once it has one of these things, and then it kind of levels off. I think it's one of those. So my Instagram is of the same name, MacBean Scottish Fitness. And I went from having a couple hundred subscribers last month to, I'm almost at 3,000. So that'll be another opportunity for me to get monetized on that, I think. Now, what's funny is I had somebody reach out to me and said they wanted me to showcase one of their products. It'd be a product I'd use too, because it is fitness. And what would I want to do that? And I said, well, I don't know, make me an offer. I haven't done this before. I'm not going to throw out numbers. So they shot me back an offer, and I said, okay, that sounds fair. For my first one, I'm not expecting, to be, here's $1,000. No. And they said, okay, well, we'll get back with you. I'm thinking, okay, that's salesman tact 101. I used to be a salesperson. You offer something and then you kind of pull it away. Aha, well, I'll think about it. And now all of a sudden you want it. Folks, it wasn't that much money. If you want me to sit there and showcase your product, send me the product. I will do the 2 videos. I will put it up on my bio as I asked for a month. And if I like the product, I will be honest about what I think about the product. And if I like the product, you'll get more than 2 videos out of me. So, and that's okay, Chris Marie. Instagram is, the only reason I did it is because my daughter said, you need to do it to help your YouTube channel. So they said, you should do Instagram, you should do TikTok. Well, I looked at TikTok for about 2 months and then I got rid of it. So I said, I don't think I need a TikTok. I might revisit that, but I'm very suspicious of TikTok. I mean, I still have it. I just took the app off my phone. Even my daughter got rid of TikTok. Now, are there some, useful things on it. Yeah, there's a lot of cooking things on there, that she's tried and I've tried. But her thing was, all of a sudden she realized that she was watching the videos for 2 hours. So I got, boo on TikTok. So I got rid of TikTok. I got the Instagram. I got my Facebook group. So I do have a Facebook group called MacBean Scottish Fitness, which you're all invited, to join. And that's basically all I'm doing on social media. Or YouTube being my main focus, Instagram being my second focus, just because I am growing that channel. And I think I need to get 10,000 views where I start getting monetized on it. But there's also this where people are going to want me to showcase their product. Because I do have a lot of people watching my videos, and it seems that how would I say it? On YouTube, you can have, I got 7,800 subscribers, but I probably only have about 1,000 to 1,500 watching my videos at any time given the week. And then I got lost. I was reading Twisted, and I lost my thing. But then I have maybe about 300 that are always watching my videos. And then I've got about 100 always watching my live streams. So this, right here, this is my core group. This is a group that always is supporting the channel. This is the ones I really appreciate the most. So in Instagram, it seems like about 80% of them are constantly watching my videos. So it is a different sort of setup. All right, so comments I've been getting on Instagram because I'm new to it, supposedly. So a lot of the comments I used to get on YouTube, but really no longer get because people kind of understand that, yes, I am lifting those weights. I was getting on there, fake weights. No, they're not fake weights. But it's really funny is when I get those, chances are is another subscriber is going to say, listen, you look foolish. I said, do you read my bio? Because right in my bio, it says I'm tied for 4th in the world. All right. The reason I'm tied for 4th in the world is I lift big weights. You go to my YouTube channel where I've literally got 500 videos of me lifting these weights in different gyms. Hey, thank you, Christopher. I got this one off of Facebook years ago. I seen it and I said, hey, I like that. Got the Blackhawks colors with the Superman logo. So that's why I got this one of my favorites. And then I'll be right back. My daughter has now made me shirts. So the daughter has kind of redesigned my shirts, and she's sending these to me. So I got these in black. You can get them in different colors if you want. So she has an Etsy channel, and you can order directly from her. It's $30, includes shipping. Or you can still order through me, and it's $30, includes shipping, except for overseas where I might have to add another $5. But how's everybody like the new black color? And then she's made the thing is bigger in comparison. So I really like this. What do y'all think? So I got the water getting ready to boil. I'll get the frying pan over there getting ready to cook my sausages. Hey, Christopher. If you are interested in them, you can go directly to her channel, which is Fallout Umbrella, on Etsy, if you have an Etsy account. Or you can just send me an email at scottishfitness@gmail.com with your mail to address and the size that you want. And I'll get it made and get it sent to you. Either way, it's $30. It is very nice quality cotton shirt. And that's why I had her send me one first, because I wanted to make sure it was the same high quality shirts that I was using from other suppliers. Nothing wrong with the other supplier. She was in the town about 40 miles away. But I always had rather use my daughter for that sort of stuff. Alrighty. So let's get ready to cook some sausages. So that some of the comments I was getting on there is fake weights. Oh, I get the TRT. Something that the people who don't work out or don't work out a lot is, are there people on TRT and HGH and steroids and Tren and whatever hell the other stuff out there? Yeah, there is, but they're pretty obvious, all right? They're probably walking around even on off season at about 6% body fat. Okay, their skin gets kind of a textury, leathery look to it. It's a little puffied, all right? They have a six-pack, all right? Not a keg, not a pony keg. You know, there's obvious signs. And just because somebody lifts more than you doesn't mean they're on drugs. All right, some of they got to grow up. So, in the sausages, I usually like to have 4 for breakfast. Could I get more? Yeah. But between the sausage, the eggs, and the milk, that's all the nutrition I need for breakfast. So another thing that I looked at, remember the incredible edible egg, is I looked at how you can affect your testosterone level, both good or bad. So, foods to stay away from that affect your testosterone is, well, alcohol. But basically, Saturday during the day is the only time my wife and I go out and drink. The rest of the week, I really don't have any. I don't have any desire for. But I'll go out and have a couple IPAs or whatever on a Saturday when we go out. They say dairy products, but they also say dairy products are good for you. So there's some confusion there. Not getting enough rest definitely will affect your testosterone. Eating processed food, so eating junk food. So eating those Ho-Hos, those Suzy Q's, and the Reese's peanut butter cups, and the fast food restaurants and that is going to lower your testosterone. I mean, I know a lot of people that were weightlifters, and boy, they eat like crap. You can't work out a bad diet. You just can't do it. All right. You know, that's like somebody else was saying on one of their channels, you know, says, you know, I pull up to the gym, here's people coming out after their workout and they're firing up a cigarette. Dudes, ladies, it's mostly dudes. You know, you just did something to be healthy and then you're going to sit there and smoke. Not doing it. All right, so I got the water up to boil here. And I'm going to drop the eggs in gently. Why? So I don't crack them. If you crack them, well, the eggs can split, and then they don't cook well. So these are considered grade A large. Yeah, 4 of them in there. The sausages, that's probably enough. But I'm going to put a 5th one in there. I'm still holding about 245 body weight. So my calories are right where they need to be. Or maybe I can tip that down a little bit. So another thing we'll talk about, because it was brought up on Prepper Nation, is this move to get you off of meat. So there seems to be a national movement trying to get people off of eating meat. You know, I ain't gonna tell you about what they want you to eat because some of that sounds ridiculous and it may or may not be true 100%. I don't know. But here's the deal with protein. Your brain needs 9 grams of protein a day to fully function. I remember back in the late 60s, early 70s, you had a lot of cults. You had River Moon. You had these things where they go into colleges and they get these people into these cults. And basically their followers were just going out there selling stuff, selling flowers, whatever, and was making one individual a lot of money. All right. But what they did is when they recruited you, they told you eating meat and eggs was bad. Anything that had protein in, they got you off the protein and they got you off a very low protein diet. The reason they did that, because when your brain is not getting the necessary grams of protein to function, you are subject to suggestion. You become less willful. You are easier to be led down a certain path. Whether the path is good or bad, you're more likely to be led by other people when your protein intake is low. So you become weak-minded, weak-willed. All right, now I'm not saying this is a big conspiracy that they're doing that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you, here's the dangers of not eating enough protein and not getting enough of the good protein. And what's the best forms of protein? Meat, eggs, and milk. Yeah, there it is. And you get them from plants, you can, but it takes a lot more. It takes a lot more. And that's the only problem with vegetarians is it's very hard for them to get really the amount of nutrients that they need to get. People say, well, vegetables are better for you. Yeah, better for you, but we're not cows. We don't have 4 stomachs. So we don't get a lot of the nutrients out of that an animal that is truly a herbivore will do. We are an omnivore. Okay, we eat both. Our body is designed to digest meat. All right, there's nothing more filling than having a good steak or some barbecue chicken, nice pork ribs. The reason that stuff's good because our body wants to have it. Let's get that heat up a little bit. So I got the eggs boiling. Then we remember about the ice bath and that. Also about this time I try to multitask and get dishes put away and stuff. And then do that strange phenomenon of dishes just appearing. I don't understand it. I use about 3 or 4 dishes a day. When I come home, there's a whole sink full. I don't know. Something's involved there. Also, let's get our morning vitamins out. So we got our multivitamin. We have our D3. I was in the store yesterday, and there was a gentleman buying some D3. And his doctor said he was too low on it. He said, well, yeah, I'm not out on the golf course right now. It's winter. Zinc. These are our ones that really boost up. Mama, move something on me. Okay, and then this is what I take only once a week, vitamin K, but it's taken with D. So somebody has moved. Oh, there it is. This is where it needs to go in storage. And then, of course, vitamin C for immunity. And then I do take a lot of L-arginine throughout the day for my circulatory health. Now, vitamin D here is good for skin, so I rub this raw by hitting above my nose so much. So what I've been doing is been cutting one of these open and rubbing it there. Why? It'll help it heal, and it won't leave any sort of scar. Actually, when I was younger, I split my nose open with a crowbar. Don't ask how that happened, but it happened. And I had to take 5 stitches there, but I covered it with vitamin E twice a day. And a year later, you couldn't tell that it got split open. Where any other time there would have been a scar there was no scar. So That pretty much is covering the subject that I was wanting to cover. I'll be covering again as we get new people in here. If you have questions, pop them in chat. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate all the support I get with subscribing and commenting and hitting the like button and sharing and stuff like that. That does help the channel. The channel will be sending me to Pittsburgh this summer. Between the donations I've been getting and what the channel earns is pretty much going to cover my entry fee, and then hopefully by then it'll also cover room and board. I am competing in the Senior Olympic Nationals this year. I think I'm going to be throwing sometime between July 7th and 8th. It runs for like a week and a half, but I'm just going there to do my throws, and if I medal, I'll be there for the award ceremony. If I don't, that's fine, and I'll just be happy about what I did. Hey, Randy, how we doing? We were just raking break from splitting wood outside. There we go. So yeah, I'm not much on raking lawns then. I have a mower that chops things up into smaller bits. So that's basically how I do it. I don't rake leaves. It gets really windy. Chances are it's going to blow into the neighbor's yard anyway. Nah, just kidding. I live in the country. I got fields. It's going to get trapped into the weeds and become mulch for next year. So I don't rake. I do pick up big branches, and I either will burn them or I will take them over to the habitat thing I have there by the pond. If you're following my Farms and Prepping, you'll see that. And that's just for wildlife. And then I'm trying to get it where not just having frogs and fish in there, and snakes, but also maybe get some salamanders. I'm going to really try to locate some this year, and just to have an idea where they're at. Never mention leaves. So, of course, before, there was really only one tree on this property when I first bought it. That has changed. I've planted many. Some I regret planting, but the other ones I don't. So I think I've got about 9 oak trees on here now. I've got a couple elms that are going to have to come down because they get that disease. Probably about 40 maple trees. Apple tree, I think, is going to get chopped down this year. Half of it's already been chopped down as it is. So today, boiled eggs, got 5 of them in there. Johnsonville sausages, because they're yummy. I still have a lot of bacon. But I did want to have something a little bit different today. Like I said, I got 8 dozen eggs in the fridge. So I guess that makes me upper class. I don't know. But yeah, I don't rake anything. I pick up the branches that fall down, and that's about it. Otherwise, the mower chops up most of the other stuff. I got ride mowers, so I can kind of beat up the stuff if I want to. So it is Wednesday already. Hard to believe. Seems like just yesterday it was Tuesday. So once again, thanks for everybody for popping in here. Do appreciate it. And like I said, if you got any questions, pop them in the chat. We're talking about the importance of protein and why certain entities, and we'll just leave it at that, try to get the populace off protein, because if you're not getting enough protein in your diet, you are more likely to believe what somebody's telling you. So I don't want to get in trouble here, but pretty much everybody who was low on protein last night went and believed what we'll see in that's all I'm going to say. All right, so now timer went off, so now I know it's time to take the eggs off to eat. Then what I try to do is cool them down rather quickly with cold water and then with ice. cold water just to initially take the heat off it. And then I keep it with cold water, and then I'll grab ice from the freezer and throw in there. And what I want to do for about 4 minutes is really cool it down very quickly. And what does that do? Well, it makes it easier to shell the eggs, and it causes the eggs to pull away from the shell. That is the plan. So, yep, there was a big thing for trying to get everybody off of protein. You don't want to do that. You need at least 90 grams of protein for just brain activity, let alone upkeep on your muscles. And if you are working out, you basically want about half a gram to a gram of protein per body weight per day. Now, if you weigh less than 90 pounds, okay, then you want at least 90 grams, maybe even more. Because remember, the brain gets it first. Everything goes in the brain first. So here I put the ice in there. That will cool that water down quickly. Alrighty. I usually set it for about, they say at least 3 minutes, but I set it for 4. So always better to do it a little bit longer. Stir my sausage links around. Make sure those get fully cooked. Then I'll be ready to let the eggs dry. All right, let's see what comments I'm missing out on. Got to put a chicken in the oven to roast. Carbs are for energy, protein for muscle building. And you need both animal protein, animal and plant protein. Need protein. I'll be honest with you, I don't think your body cares where it gets it from. As long as the protein consists of the 20 amino acids, protein's protein. I think people who are trying to sell you plant-based proteins, I think are the ones that push that. It's not harmful to you. You know, potatoes have protein in it, green peppers, stuff. They just don't have a lot. So, I mean, the amount that you would have to eat would cause some other issues on the calorie side or on some side effects. You have to eat about 10 cucumbers to get 10 grams of protein. I guarantee you're going to have some stomach issues if you eat 10 cucumbers. They tend to make you a little gassy. So that's why I tell people that there's always, understand when somebody says, oh, you need to have this, well, because they want to sell it to you. What used to be the cheapest form of protein was eggs. Not so much now. There's still a deal, though, and then milk. All right, but, do you want to just eat eggs and milk all the time? No. I eat chicken, I eat pork, I eat fish, I eat beef. I want it all. But do I need to go out and buy a bucket of plant-based protein? No. The answer to that would just be silly. There'd be no need for it. Would it be bad that I did? No, it wouldn't be. But there's really not much need to have that. So, any questions on that? Yeah, I don't need to be more gassy than I am. They call me gaseous clay. There we go. One way to win it. Now that I've been eating cleaner and I'm not as gassy as I used to be. When I would eat processed foods, I'd get gassy. Now, it doesn't mean a bowl of chili is not going to get me gassy, but not like it did. Uh, because most of my meals are cooked and prepared meals. I do feel much healthier than I did this time last year. Of course, this time last year I was dealing with, the after effects of COVID and vertigo and stuff like that. So I'm really appreciating my health today. Got some sort of symbol there. Can't see it. Lord Eagle, how we doing? Appreciate it. I like your statements on there. You and I are built a little bit different than a lot of the other people. And I understand what John's thoughts are, is that he's not wrong. There's a lot of the younger generation that would not rise to the occasion. But then do we need it to be over there? No. But if it's here, yeah. Unfortunately, you are correct. The new generation is, and through no fault of their own, it's just there are things they're dealing with that we didn't have to deal with. We didn't have the influences of the internet like they have now. We didn't have people that purposely, and I mean purposely, they do this, that come out as an authority and give out poor information. They do it on purpose. You know what I said? I think some of them just do it just to see how gullible is my audience. I really do. I can imagine, some of those politicians just laughing in the background. Let's try it this time, see if they'll believe this bullshit. So I do agree with you. You and I would have no problem lock and loading. All right. I still continue to train. I still shoot. I still throw knives. I still make sure that I'm of a physical shape that I can do damage. There's a lot of people that don't, even in our age group. I understand. I get people go, I wish I would in the service, and I said, well, that's nice. I had to, I'm glad I did. But there are times I was wondering, what the hell did I sign up for? You big dummy. Oh, by the way, let me showcase my new shirt. So this is the one that my daughter's made for me. And she sells it off her Etsy shop, which I did put the link directly to the shirt into her shop on my community page twice. You can order directly from her shop and they'll send it to you. Or you can send me an email and you can order it from me. Either way, it'll be $30 including shipping. Unless you're overseas, then we're probably going to have to add some money. But I still was able to get one sent to Miss Worm without having to break the bank. It was lucky because I had somebody from another post office at our post office, and she just did it differently. Where the other one, where it was going to cost me like $25 to send that shirt to you, Miss Worm, I think I was able to send it for almost $10. And then I had to get the other one to start doing it the same way. And she was trying to argue with me. I said, listen, no reason it should cost me as much as the damn product to send it. Then I gave her a shirt, so I had to bribe her a little bit. So yeah, I just placed an order, small order, about 7 shirts. One of those special order for someone at the gym, and then I ordered like 2 extra large, and I think 4 2X. If you want it larger, I just go through the Etsy account, and that'll be easier because then the daughter can send it right to you. It takes about 10 days after you order it to get it to you. This was not peeling as well as the other ones. There you go, now it's starting to. But the whole idea of the cold water bath is to get them to pull away from the eggs. And then through her SD account, I think we're going to offer some other products. So if you want a hoodie, you'll be able to do that. If you want a tank top, she'll be able to do that. If you want a coffee cup, I think she's going to be able to do that. So I'm going to tell her probably just to release up the whole lineup. So if you want the MacBean Scottish Fitness coffee cup, I will talk to her today and see about getting it on the website. Hell, I might even order one. Probably should have my own MacBean Scottish coffee cup. And see how she's already set up for it, knows how to do all that fancy stuff. I will have her do it. So, breakfast is just about getting ready. I got my premium data back, so I do thank everybody for being here. I did make a change because of one individual that keeps messing with us, and now he pops in and he has to subscribe and he has to wait 45 minutes before he can say his stupid stuff. And then we'll just make him go away. So I think that has helped with him. I did have my part-time one show up yesterday, but I tolerate him because he doesn't say anything really bad. He's just voicing his opinion. That's fine. He does say some silly things that he's trying to get a response off of, but he doesn't get a response. So I don't have a problem with him showing up at this time. Once he breaks that rule and starts using insults and that, well, then he'll see what will it be. I think those being called those done, so let me shut the off of that. Sometimes you start getting into a project and you forget what's going on. That's why I use a timer as often as I do. And you get time times I flood it in the sink. I started to water and then got distracted, and then 10 minutes later I'm like, that sound I hear. And all of a sudden, oh crap. So now anytime I put water in the sink, I set the timer. Gotta do it. Otherwise, if I don't, it goes poorly. So I've got the 5 eggs. All right. And then I've got my sausages. So what I do is I just basically cut them in half. Unless they're a bigger one, then I'll cut them into 4s. And then a little A1 over the top of them. Makes it easy to eat. And because I'm not cooking it in any oils at all, it does make it healthier. Now, if I'm going to make a egg and bacon sandwich, well, obviously I'm cooking the egg and the bacon. So I am staying away from seed oils. Oh yeah, that was the other one. Seed oils. Very bad for your testosterone. So if you're cooking in peanut oil or corn oil or canola oil, any of the seed oils, it's not good for you. Just telling you. You're better off. Yeah, I still have my original ones. And they get washed off. And now the wife knows how to laundry stuff. She wants me to help out, but then she tells me don't ever wash any of her stuff. Too many rules. You know, well, then you turn it inside out. No. Well, you're supposed to do that. No. And when you put it in the dryer, did you turn it back the other way? Huh? Then only tumble it for 5 minutes and hang it out. Yeah, it's getting way too complicated. Also, refurbish everything. So here's a spaghetti can. The one we had Italian chicken the other day. And I'll use it to store, a lot of times I'll store dried beans in it. They go sometimes like pickles and Italian ones that will kind of keep some of that scent. So what you do is you try to do it with something that's not going to be a liquid. The pickle jars I just use again when I make my own pickles. Now the vitamins for today. It's a whole serving of vitamin D. So vitamin K, now if you are on blood thinners, talk to a doctor before you take vitamin K. Vitamin D, at least one a day. Now during the summer, I really don't take any of this, but I'm outside all the time. I will probably go for another walk today. Just waiting for it to warm up a little bit. And I can dress for it. So there's my zinc, my vitamin C. Now vitamin C I'll take 2 more times a day because it doesn't store. And I'll take zinc and magnesium and calcium later on tonight. I think this allowed me to kick the flu. Yeah, the flu's back. Surprise, surprise. So, kind of a side note, even though we live out in the middle of nowhere, this is kind of one of my, and I'll probably cover this on the walk too, put it on my farms and prepping one. You still have to be aware of things that are going on. So, the wipe nose to our front door was ajar. And I went there and realized somebody had pulled it so open that one of the returns got bent. Because it was odd, because it wasn't windy that week and it shouldn't have been that way. Well, then I noticed that the paint on the wood in the main door was cracked. So it'll be somebody tried to force the main entrance. Oh, puppy. So the thing of it is, when we put the door in, we didn't use the screws that came with the hardware. We used 4-inch screws. Arc Wildman Survival Howdy, thanks for dropping in. So those 4-inch screws definitely made it pretty much very difficult for them to get that door open, but we could tell that it was attempted. So I called the neighbors, said, hey, we may have somebody coming around here trying to break in, and made everybody aware. So I got a text yesterday evening that the neighbor just a couple doors up the road, about a mile away, had 2 gentlemen on her porch the other night, and she turned the lights on and they took off. So and I may upload this video. I'm going to have to watch it, see how it came out. It's hard to do a video when I'm driving home. But I came home late last night, and I went through the back roads, and I had a spotlight, and I was making sure everybody's house was secure. So, and if I would have seen something, like somebody on somebody's deck or whatever, something that didn't belong, well, then I was just going to call the county and then hit them to investigate. Because you want to be safe. So, this kind of goes, be aware of your surroundings. Even if you're in a rural area, still be aware of your surroundings. And if you see something's wrong, react to it. You know, once reacting to it doesn't mean you charge in a battle. It means that you probably remove yourself from that scenario and then call the local authorities. Be safe about it. But this will be something I'll be doing. Yeah, there we go. I'll take this one with me tonight. And I gotta see. Hopefully I still have a charger for this. Somewhere. I haven't charged that for a long time, so boy, that battery definitely a lot. I don't think I plugged that in a charger for 2 years. And it's still a very bright light. The other flashlight I have was definitely not up to the task. Rum and tea. I have rum. I'll buy a bottle of rum, and every now and then I'll have it with like a can of Coca-Cola. Well, lately I just haven't really had the gumption to do that. So, things you can do to help your testosterone: rest, sleep, sleep, sleep. Get the proper amount of sleep. Best thing you can do to raise your testosterone level. Number 2, stay away from processed foods. Keep away from the fast food restaurants. Number 3, exercise. And they want you to do exercise and cardio. So my hikes are my cardio. Yeah, number 4, protein. Lots of protein. Supposed to help keep that testosterone level high. And testosterone is important, not just in males. All right. It's important in females too. You don't have nearly the amount that we do, but it's still important. Stress will definitely lower your testosterone. So try to stay away from stress. Lone brother, lone wolf. Vitamins. And D3 is supposed to be one of the good ones for you. That was something I picked up. I did this research last night. Thank everybody for popping in. Thanks for everybody for it. I do appreciate it. Helps the channel. So now I got new people in there. How is my channel going? So my channel's probably been active, I would say, for about 18 months. Truly active. And from then I went from 7 subscribers to now that I have 7,800, which I think is just phenomenal. Really, really humbled that it's doing so well. I think I'm reaching a lot of people. I'm motivating a lot of people to get back and working out, which what it's for. I've met a lot of people on the YouTube community that I value, and I value their input, and it also kind of makes my day when I see them pop in, whether it's on my channel or a lot of times we're on other channels that we see each other and say hi to. And if I pop on another channel, I just say Beaverines or something, and I don't respond back it's because I'm on my phone. And then, like the computer, I can do that @ signal and put in the first 2 letters, and the name pops up. So it's a lot easier to do. I do appreciate that. I think the channel's doing well. Big potential to slowly improve over the next couple of years. Am I going to be one of those huge channels with 1 million subscribers? I doubtful. But then again, that's okay. My next, Michael pop in here. Did I miss him? My next goal is once I hit 10,000 subs, we'll have another giveaway. I'll probably give away a couple shirts. And I also invite some of the bigger channels to come in. Last time we had Rudy from the Alaska Prepper pop in and give away an ounce of silver, which I really appreciate. That was so nice of him. And if you haven't checked out his channel, you should. His live streams are very, very enjoyable. He's a very down-to-earth veteran of both the Army and Navy. Oh, it was the advertising. Oh, okay, cool. So, like I said, when I hit 5,000, he came on my channel and did a giveaway, and I really appreciate that. I invited a few other people, but they were busy. That's fine. Um, I've done collaborations with some other channels. I would like to continue to do so on some others. The problem is I have an internet at the gym, and I'm lifting during the evening. I'm at work Monday through Friday. Once Starlink gets here, and I can have a consistent internet, then yes, I think I'd like to do one with Casey's Little Owl for sure. I've been on Van City Prepper, which now is Alpine Prepper, or Alpine Primaris. I've been on her channel. I've been in Gray Man. Somebody asked me if I'd do it with Michael Hearn. I said, I have no problem with that. I said, it's very unlikely that he would reach out to me. We're just not in the same circle, as you would say. Also, Mrs. Worm does some stories that she writes and narrates. They're very enjoyable, only about 2 to 5 minutes. But it'd be worthwhile to check out her channel. She has a wonderful, wonderful narrating voice. And of course, there's Ark Wildman Survival, who does things in outdoors, how to make some simple tools, simple hunting tools, how to identify stuff that's edible that grows out in your woods. So he's a good one to follow. I do follow him. They upgraded it. Lovely. The upgrade that isn't. New and improved. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, I like breakfast. John in Preparation was talking about they're doing breakfast for dinner once a week. And we would do that. Number one, it's high in protein, which is good for you. It's generally less expensive. And usually a lot easier to do it. We should do that. A lot of times, you take anything out that's all? Oh, I forgot. Looks like it's sausage and pancakes. Now, on pancakes, I use pure maple syrup and honey. And what I discovered, it keeps me from getting the shakes. Yeah, it does. So, he's doing it now once a week. We're buying things that we know we can make for lunches during the week. So I got hamburgers in there. I got some smokies in there. Lunch meat. We do have a cafeteria at work, but it is cafeteria food. So you can live on it, but I've tasted butter. Like yesterday, I took a couple sandwiches with me. I still went and bought a chicken sandwich at the cafeteria, and I still ate the other ones because it is necessary to at least get 3,000 calories in a day. Otherwise, I'm not going to get the results I want. Come on, stop running. Mm-mm-mm. Get a little bit more milk. It makes a big difference in my day when I start off with a good breakfast versus if I don't. And it's a rarity that I don't. But like sometimes, like Sunday morning, we're not the most motivated, but I will get up and I will start throwing some eggs in the water, and make sure we get something to eat before we head out to the day. Got to go haul wood before it starts raining. Oh no, you're not sending me rain, are you? I think I've already seen it in the forecast. They are good for lowering cholesterol. And that is something that I prep. I've got lots of it. Sometimes I'll just sit there and grind it into my protein shake. Also, arginine's good to lower cholesterol, and niacin, which is B3. Rain's coming. Yep, always watch Missouri. You'll see what's going to be coming to me like about 16 hours later. That's on a slow-moving storm. Sometimes they're faster than that. So that was good. I'm telling you. Let my food settle for about 30 minutes. And then I will get dressed and go for a hike. I think I'm going to stick on the road. I'll probably take a bag with me. And I'm sure I'll fill that up again. Some chili peppers. Oh, there you go. So I still have my 5 pepper plants I dug up from the garden in the fall. So I think it's 3 bill and 2 jalapeno. And if the transplant's successful, that'll probably be all I do. Don't really need to have more. I had planted some hotter ones only because I had the seeds. And they did really well, but I gave all those away. Oh my goodness. So remember, multivitamin C, D3, and zinc for your immunity. D3 is also going to help with testosterone. Found that out. Once a week I take an iron. Once a week I take a vitamin K. But if you are on blood thinners, talk to your doctor before you do that. And then what I'll do is on the vitamin E is I will is what I do is I use it to treat the skin directly. So right here where I've been rubbing it raw, got my ear, where my safety glasses get me, or my hat. So it can be applied directly. Hey Trace, how you doing? To the skin. And also on the top. It's because it needs help. So vitamin E can actually be directly applied to your skin. And it's also beneficial if you take it. A lot of times I put it right to where it needs. So you just chop one up. So nose, ear, and scalp is now covered. At least once a day. Twice if I think about it. Any chili? John ate one on the screen. I'd probably break out in a sweat. There you go. I have a miniature lemon tree I have in the window, blooming like crazy. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I have a cactus. I wonder if I can turn it around. You can see it in the window. So let's see if it picks up. Yep. So you see that cactus? It's outlined in the window. That started out the size of my tip of my pinky finger that the wife had in school. And then she was very terrible about taking care of plants. So she had it in a styrofoam cup. And I'd come every now and then to this classroom, and that thing would be bone dry, and I'd take it over to the water fountain and top it off. And it stayed about that big for years. And then I came one time and replanted it in a bigger plant, new soil. And by the end of the year, it was about that tall. And then the next year, it was that tall. So we brought it home. That has twice has gotten this tall. One time it broke off down by the base, and I had to chop it off. Then I had two ones come up really tall. Well, I chopped those off before they broke. And so now it's like that. I've killed cacti. Well, they don't grow like weeds here like it does with you. I hate cactus because I have to water plants. You don't have to water them very often. I can water that once every 2 months. It's fine. Why? It's a cactus. It can store water. Get it frazzled. I think you're talking about that miniature lemon tree. I'll have to look into that. That might be something good to put out there in front. A lemon tree, very bitter. But its flowers are so sweet. Reminds me of a song. It's an old song. Randy probably knows it. So, that brings us to the end of the breakfast chat and how the channel is going and the comments that I'd be receiving. Tell you what, I'll just head this back over to the comfy area. Nice thing about having a Yep, that's up, kitty. With Verizon, you can now get a private there we go. Yeah, somebody won't move out of the way. You're getting a little. With a Verizon private 5G network, you can get more agility and security. Hair is not as thick as it used to be because she stayed inside this time. I think. Oh, she definitely likes to be pampered. Yep. She thinks that she belongs on my lap 24/7. Yeah. Yes, you do. You almost disappear there, kitty kitty. Yeah, you almost disappear there. I'll start wearing lighter sweatshirt so you can see you. Yeah. What you want? What you want? What you want? So from the MacBean farmhouse, yeah, she definitely played the long game. You got that right. And she played it the right way. She knew who to suck her in. And it was Mama. And once Mama said, well, it's cold out there. I said, yep.
Dogs in America are experiencing a health
And,
crisis.
she's behaving well.
It's in hundreds of dog foods.
She hasn't quite made it up into the bedroom yet, but that's probably coming.
But the long-term impact can be far worse. Fortunately, world famous
It stayed inside in the pot. It's still alive. It's about 3 foot tall, I imagine. Yeah, wow. Now, Teresa, are you south or west of me? I mean, I'm in the Midwest. Or do you just have a really good room that gets a lot of sunshine? Because I don't get enough. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to listen to this. I didn't want to listen to this. We got the news on in the background and I didn't want that. But the controls are over there. They're way over there. Go give me the controls, kitty. Go get the controls. Ohio, okay. So you're pretty much in the same sun belt.
So wait, first he says they're solving the problem, and then he lowers his tone and says people are dying by thousands.
Lots of sun. That's good. 3 foot tall. That's awesome. Yeah, might as well just keep them in there. Might just have to replant them in a bigger pot every now and then. But if they don't get hit with frostbite and frozen weather, they're supposed to keep growing. I've gotten 3 years out of mine, but I never managed to get the 4th year. They don't seem to survive the transplant the 3rd time around.
Just between October and December of last year, one border agent acknowledges agents have now seized enough fentanyl to kill every single.
Oh yeah, this is where she likes to be. And if I get up to move away from anything, she gets mad. Like, where you going, Daddy? You stay here. Isn't that right? Oh yeah, isn't that right?
Tucson sector had about 60,000
apprehensions. She's quite the little baby here. And just think, for years and years and years, she's lived outside and wouldn't come near me. And now she's attached to me. Yeah, now you're attached to me.
What I would describe as unprecedented too.
But she's a good mouser. And she's a good kitty cat, so
what's going on.
We're glad that she's in the house now. I've always had pets when I was a kid. My wife didn't, so it's a new experience to her, but she's definitely taken to it.
Great to have you both on the program.
Yes, she is. She's definitely taken to
I
it.
just want to get your reaction when you hear.
And she's a cool cat because she's not like the typical cat. This one likes to have attention. I've seen people's cats that, they're just like, leave me alone.
He's very
well.
Honestly, it's sad to see that he doesn't have a caring family and friends to advise him not to run.
I would agree, Miss Worm. I would definitely agree. He's sitting by the door just meowing. Let me in. I'm adorable. Here, let me try it. She changed her tune. We were in the living room. She can get louder.
He's talking about, hotels and people on vacation. We can't afford to go on vacation. We can barely afford paying our mortgage, our rent, our electric bill. Groceries are.
Oh my goodness, she's so comfortable here. All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna chill with the kitty for about 20 more minutes. Then I'll go for a hike. I'll probably post that later. All right, see how much trash I pick up on the other side of the road. And then probably go to the gym after that. I think I'm just going to do a quick shoulder workout. And if I get there early enough, I might live stream that one also. So everybody, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. And have a wonderful, wonderful hump day. And remember, rest, nutrition, and proper exercise leads to a healthier, happier life. Say bye-bye, Pinks. Bye.